Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we are joined by a younger dog today. Topaz has known this dog since she was a puppy. She's, I think, 1 or 2 years younger than Topaz, and Topaz is about 6 years old. So this is Kai. And yeah, they know each other. They're best friends, basically. Hey Kai, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? So, for this video, I'm here to talk about Gen Alpha, right? The reason why I want to talk about Gen Alpha is because, obviously, we're accompanied by a younger dog, and it just gave me some perspective. We see that, and personally, I'm Generation Z, right? But Z is the last letter of the alphabet. So how do we go from the last letter of the alphabet to Gen Alpha, right? If you don't know what alpha means beginning. That is quite literally God's name, right? He is the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end, right? So how do we go from the last letter of the alphabet to the beginning? And so what we are seeing played out in symbols and symbolism is the beginning of the end. You're gonna hear me say it a lot of times. We are living in last days. Point blank period. Case set. We are living in last days, right? If you don't know that, we are living in last days. And so I truly feel bad for Gen Alpha, because if you guys haven't been keeping up, the teachers always report, oh, they're struggling to learn, right? They're struggling to, like things that I was doing when I was in middle school, they can't do. They're not on, like if they're in 5th grade, they're operating at a first grade level by American, the American schooling system, right? And so if people are no longer useful, right, in terms of they're not learning, they're not being indoctrinated, right? To graduate means to be gradually indoctrinated, if you didn't know that, but boom, some wisdom for you. And so what are we seeing playing out? If you can't graduate, if you can't be gradually indoctrinated, you have no use. And what we are seeing, obviously, is the rise of things like AI, right? That are threatening to take over and take our place, right? But it's all by design, right? I just put out a video about, who is they, right? They want to oppress you, and they will do any means to do so. Look at them playing. Right? But like I was saying, so if they can't gradually indoctrinate you, then what purpose do you have? Right? If the propaganda is not working and they can't get you to rally to their side, then like we see in Revelation, then here comes this system of a mark. And if you don't want to take the mark, if you don't want to worship the beast, then guess what's coming to you? Topaz, don't run over there, please. There's another dog I see over there. Come, Topaz, come. Nope, look at her. Look at her. See? This dog, man. Let me step on the leash. But, yeah. So this is all to give you perspective of Gen Alpha being the generation that is the beginning of the end. And I'm going to put a phrase on screen that we see pretty commonly, and it's called the N.W.O. If you don't know what that stands for, it's on screen now, right? And so we see from the transition, the last letter of the alphabet to Gen Alpha, the beginning. The beginning of what? The beginning of the end. we see something is being played out symbolically. Out with the old and in with the new. New order. So just be very aware of the symbols. Be aware of, the great revelation being played out. But also don't be discouraged. I feel like a lot of people, when these topics come out about, and the, you know what I'm saying? We all get discouraged, which rightfully so. But as it is written, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. He has given us authority to trample over serpents and scorpions and over all power of the enemy, that nothing by any means shall harm us, right? So don't be discouraged, don't be afraid, don't fear. But be encouraged, my brothers and sisters, in these desperate times that we are living in. And yeah, God bless you. Have an amazing day. But before we go, Topaz! Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? Hey! All right, God bless.